After leaving the Valcomen Bridge, I headed to my next destination. I was not aware it was such a short distance from the bridge. I could have easily walked to it. Their community pool looks nice. Thor's Revenge. Time to check out the Old Mill Museum. And they have a dahlia. The Lindsborg Old Mill and Swedish Heritage Museum is filled with artifacts, photos, and stories that bring the area's history to life. This is a perfect stop to learn about the people, places, and events that shape the community. The Smoky Valley Roller Mill was built in 1898. Unlike a grist mill, which uses stones, a roller mill uses a series of corrugated rollers to grind grain. This type of mill, known as the granddaddy of modern mill, became important in this area with the introduction of hard winter wheat in the 1870s. The mill operated as a business until 1955, shipping flour across the U.S. and to Europe.
And transported from basement to eaves time and time again. The flour goes through one final sifting into regal reels on the third floor. The flour is then stored on the second floor, waiting its packaging on the fourth floor.
In the process of running a busy mill, Kai Scraper was often locked in struggles which pitted his efforts against those of nature, facing both flood and fire. In fact, the current Smoky Valley Roller Mill rose out of the ashes of a disastrous fire in 1897.
You can watch a short film about the milling process, which provides explanation for each step of the process and the equipment that was used in the mill. I really liked this area. The furnishings and belongings depict how typical households were set up, and you can get a real feel for how the people lived in this area. The 1898 Smoky Valley Roller Mills is put into operation once a year for the annual Mill Fest, hosted by the Lindsborg Old Mill and Swedish Heritage Museum, and normally occurs the first weekend in May every year. That would be quite the sight to see all this equipment in operation. The mill is very large. It's 4 floors, that's including the basement. It took 4 to 6 people to operate the mill. At times it ran 24 hours a day. It processed 30 to 35 bushels of wheat per hour, which yielded 1,260 to 1,470 pounds of flour per hour. Restoration efforts of the mill began in the 1960s and were completed in 1981. The National Register of Historic Places added the mill to their roster in 1972. Cool place to go look around. Smoky Valley Roller Mills. The mill was originally water-powered, utilizing turbines in the river. In the 1930s, the dam washed out. Fortunately, by this time, the owners of the mill had already installed electric power. I don't know why there's rocks in jail. I wonder what the rock did. Interesting. Charles Caban Johnson, founder of the original mill known as Lindsborg Mills, near this site on October 28, 1871, to honor his son Eben Johnson and wife Dora Harmon Johnson and their children Howard, Minnie, Grace, Lai, Wanda, Lester, Evans, Alva, and Ruth. Dedicated by their loving descendants, May 2nd, 2015. Make sure you visit the gift shop before you leave, and stay tuned for part 2, where I will show you the historic buildings in Heritage Square. Thanks for watching. I appreciate you being here. Until next time, bye for now.